Hello everyone, and welcome to another Ninja.io video. In this one, I'm doing something pretty fun, which is I am doing a face-off against iCamp, who is the only other captain in EliteSnipers. So this 1v1 should be very fun, and doing 1v1s with iCamp is always especially fun for me. It's like his playstyle is awesome. It's like it's similar to mine, but it's not quite the same. So it's like, and by the way, he's usually skill rank ninja when he's active, so he's in the highest bracket when he's active, but he doesn't play that much. Like nowadays he plays like every now and then, but it's not like consistently active, so that's why he's not ninja skill rank. But anyways, iCamp is super good, and playing against him is always a lot of fun because he, like, obviously, as you can guess from his name, he's a camper. And his playstyle is similar. His playstyle is different from mine, and he even has like a different way of camping. But at the same time, it's like our playstyles are similar enough that we can sometimes like guess what the other person is going to do and kind of like predict what they're going to do, and then the other person can like predict the prediction, if that makes sense. So it leads to really interesting and unique interactions that I don't really have when I play with anyone else. So yeah, playing with iCamp is always a pleasure. And yeah, I had a lot of, I'm recording this voiceover after the fact, by the way. So I did the 1v1, now I'm doing the voiceover for it, but this was lots and lots of fun. Like, always playing with him is fun, but yeah, this was awesome. And I know every 1v1 match I do, I say like, oh, this 1v1 was so fun, but this one especially, like, this was special fun. It's different when it's not just that, like, you know, he has like a play style that interacts really coolly. What is the word? It's not just that his playstyle interacts really neatly with mine. It's also the fact that, you know, I've known iCamp for like 2 or 3 years now, and we've played against each other like, you know, all the time, like a lot. Especially when like I first met him, we used to play all the time together. So it's different, you know. You're playing against someone with like an interesting play style with cool interactions that, you know, you've also known for a long time. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Even more fun than 1v1s with Morgoth, for me at least. Morgoth 1v1s are fun and all, but iCamp, he's, I think, my favorite person to 1v1. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and hopefully you also are able to, I don't know, like, get an idea of that with the gameplay. I don't know if you can, but like, it's always, it's just really cool, like, to do a 1v1 like with another camper, where it's like, you know, their strategies, they know your strategies, and it's like, I don't know, you can really clearly see the like differences in the approaches to camping, I guess, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't, but it was cool matches anyways. And yeah, what else? This is the problem. Like, sometimes, you know, I like to do commentary videos because it's like I want to say a little bit, but then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, I've said a little bit. Now what am I supposed to do? But anyways, we're gonna record. Well, I recorded this, like, we did 3 matches, and I won all 3. But like, of course, like, they weren't like steamrolls. They were close games. Very fun, all of them. So I don't want this video to be like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna show the first 2 matches. So that's this one and then the next one. And yeah, I think the one in Hill 3-4. I don't know why there's 3-4-3 at the end of Hill, but the one after this is in the Hill map, and that one was even, like, that one was awesome too. Like, they're all awesome, I think. But yeah, hopefully you share my thoughts on it and also find it fun to watch. And yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoy it. And I don't really know what else to say, and so I don't want to just waste your time rambling. So probably, like, that was a nice RPG snipe. I remember that. I was trying to, I was thinking, like, if I, like, ducked behind the grenade box there, then, like, I was thinking, like, you know, he's off screen, his RPG isn't gonna be that accurate, so I can duck behind the grenade box when it comes in and then rush after. But, like, he somehow arced his RPG over the grenade box into me who was behind it. That surprised me for sure, especially with like the angle of that platform. Like that was nice. That was a very nice shot. But anyways, yeah. So I'm just gonna play some music now, and I hope that you enjoy the gameplay. And thank you guys for watching. Yeah, iCamp is, like I said, like probably 5 times now. He's very fun to play against for me, and he's the only other captain in EliteSnipers. And that's the plan forever, is like me and iCamp are the only 2 captains in EliteSnipers. So it's like it's captain versus captain as well, I guess. But the thing is, like, I think there are certain circumstances where iCamp would play better than me, and there are certain circumstances where I would play better than him. So like it's interesting. It's not just like who's better. It's like, you know, it depends on the context, depends on the circumstance, depends on the game mode, all that kind of stuff, you know. But yeah. So it's like, it's kind of like Anna. Like I did some 1v1 games against Anna, and I won against her in every single one of the like the normal 1v1s we played. And then afterwards, you know, we did chainsaw only, and you know, then she did a lot better. I still won in the chainsaw only ones, but like it was a lot closer. So it's like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, especially with really good players, like they all kind of have specialties, things they're really good at, things they aren't good at. So like just because somebody wins in a 1v1 or in like one case or one circumstance doesn't make them better, because everyone kind of specializes in different things. You know, there are people who rock at deathmatch games, but they're really bad at like team deathmatch or something. Or, you know, like generally speaking, you have like, there are a lot of skills that can transfer, but there are also a lot of kind of specified skills that people have in some areas and don't in others. I don't know how to explain that well, but basically like not everyone is or can be a jack of all trades. Most high level players kind of have things they're better at and kind of have things they're worse at, and that's just, you know, it's the way it is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but anyways, I'll play the music now, and thank you guys for watching. On second thought, you know what, I'll just go ahead and do a full voiceover for this video. I actually, like, after I said, like, what I just said, like, 30 seconds ago, like, I went off, I was getting everything ready, and I was looking for music. There's, like, I don't know, like, 17 minutes to fill, and, no, not 17, it'd be, like, 11 or something, sorry, but anyways, I was looking for it, and I didn't see any that, like, you know, fit well and where it was that long. It was like, I don't know. I don't even, again, I'm sorry for the rambling. But in any case, I didn't find any songs that I was happy with leaving in for that long. So I just changed my mind. I'm just going to do a voiceover of it instead. So I'm sorry if you don't like voiceovers, but I'll just wrap this one up. But yeah, so there will probably be like a few pauses in my talking, like when I don't have anything to say. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at these kinds of things. But yeah, hopefully it's not too irksome, I guess. As you may have noticed, by the way, Morgoth's been gone a while. It's because he's on he went like on a 2-week break. Don't know where he's going. I didn't ask, but see, this kind of stuff is so cool. Like, it feels so awesome when like somebody's like they're going, like they're rocketing down to do a test, and you're able to pop up and get the shot. It's so nice. You have to like predict where they're gonna go and then line it up like before they get there. It's epic. But yeah, what was I saying? Right, yeah, Morgoth is on a break, which is why he hasn't been active recently. And yeah, like, you know, EliteSnipers, like lots of people, like not lots of people, but I've seen a few people, you know, complain and be like, oh, like you have to be more active. Why are all the EliteSnipers, so many EliteSnipers inactive? And it's like, at the end of the day, we don't, like, EliteSnipers is not a clan of grinding or something, you know. It's just like a chill group where people who are, you know, very good and, you know, and passionate about the game can come and just kind of relax, you know, do events together every now and then, and, you know, have a solid clan to back them when if Clan Wars ever starts up. You know, that was supposed to start like last year, but we're still waiting for the feature. But when the dev does eventually create Clan Wars, we'll be ready in any case. But that's the thing about EliteSnipers is, like, you know, most players like are like iCamp. You know, they're good, solid players, but you know they have lives outside of the game, so they don't play that They don't play that often. You know, they just do it when they feel like it, and that's how things should be. It's a video game. You know, you play when you feel like it. But that's the thing about EliteSnipers is, like, it's a chill group. We don't have activity requirements on our members, nor will we ever have anything like that. You know, it's EliteSnipers is more like, you know, it's like a group of friends than anything else, which is also why, you know, we're very exclusive with who we let in. It's not just it's not a business, you know. It's more of like this is cheesy AF, but it's more of a family than a business. But yeah, you know, that's the nice thing is, like, you know, in like say clans like Immortal, for example, like, you know, there's like 700, almost 800 members in that clan now. Like, the leader doesn't even know all the members type stuff. So I don't know, like, it's like I'm sure like like that guy, I know, like, he tries his best and all, but like, I mean, like, with 800 members, you can't know everyone. Not on a personal level. You can't know how they play. Whereas, like, for me and for Morgoth and even iCamp, probably, well, mostly me and Morgoth, because iCamp, he's not super active on Discord, but like, I know every member of EliteSnipers. I know how they play. I know what they talk like, what they act like, and so does Morgoth. And you know, they know everyone else in the group as well, for the most part. And you know, there's a really neat thing to that. It's like, even when we are inactive, we are it doesn't like we can be inactive without being dead, if that makes sense. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, you know, it's I love camping like that. It's so much fun when somebody's in a nice open spot and you got cover. It's just like, you know, you're getting the kill, and it's awesome. But EliteSnipers, it's I don't know how to describe it, like, without saying something super cheesy, but basically we don't force expectations on people. You know, we know that it's a game, and it's and that others play it to have fun. So we don't force any expectations on members that would limit the amount of fun they could have, you know? Like, yes, you need to be really good to join EliteSnipers, but once you're in, it's like a tight-knit group, you know? The only time that anyone is ever kicked from EliteSnipers is if they're like super toxic or cause tons of problems. But other than that, like, you know, nothing's gonna get you kicked, no matter how inactive you are or anything like that. But that's why, like, because I've seen lots of, like, again, it's not lots, but I've seen, like, you know, like, I saw like 2 people like just this month asking about this kind of stuff, like. And in total, I've seen something like 7 people, I think, in total, which, you know, it's not a lot, but, you know, there's been a couple recently and some guys before asking about it. So I thought, you know, I'd just answer that. And it's just, I guess, like, to answer the question of why we are inactive and why, you know, we're not like all over the place promoting or something, is because, like, we don't treat a video game group like a business, you know, and me and Morgoth have the same approach with that. It's just a place that, you know, we can chill, be active when we feel like, you know, maybe host the occasional event, but, you know, it's we want people to just feel happy to be part of EliteSnipers and play when they feel like it. You know, we don't want to I don't know, like, we like to keep things exclusive and relaxed, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, this map was really fun to play in, Hill 343 or whatever it's called, because there's so many like grooves and divots that, like, you can do a lot with cover, but at the same time you can get off some nice blind shots. So this is fun. Like, we kept, like, I was camping on like one side of this big chasm, he was camping on the other type stuff. Like, it was a lot of fun. But if you notice, like, I guess this is kind of like a tip if you are playing against lots of campers, but if you'll notice, when I'm going against him and he's camping, I'll do something like, you know, try and get like a shuriken thrown to do literally just 1 point of damage, or, you know, like, same thing with like a grenade splash. And it's because, Like, as you know, when you take damage with the Barrett, or sorry, with the Barrett, your accuracy, I don't know why I always mix that up, but anyways, when you take damage at all, if you're holding a Barrett, your accuracy like tanks like crazy. So if you can even do 1 point of damage on them, then you're at a big advantage and you can just rush in. So that's also why like rapid fire weapons are really strong in a lot of circumstances against the Barrett, because they can inflict that damage debuff. But like, you see how cool this stuff is? Like it's like he's camping and I know exactly what he's going to do, and he knows it's not exactly, but it's like I have a very good idea of what he's going to do. He's got a general idea of what I'm going to do, and it's just who can execute it better. Like it's really interesting and fun. I don't know. It's just awesome. I only have this when I'm playing with iCamp. Like even with people like Morgoth, it's not the same, because I think out of all the other players that play Ninja.io, iCamp's playstyle is the most similar to mine. And if you don't know this, which most people I imagine would, well, actually I don't even know if most people would, but iCamp is actually Sato, who is like, I think he changed his name, or I don't even know if he changed his name or it's a new account or what, but he was Sato, and before that he was Boom Headshot, so he was one of the original campers, and I've known him a very long time. But yeah, our playstyles are more similar. Like my playstyle is more similar to his than to anyone else's in the game. So it's playing against him, it's very similar, but it's like, it's not like an identical goal we're working towards or an identical set of ideas or tactics we have. It's like the general concept of our playstyles is similar, but the way we think about them and the way we execute them is not. So it's like it's like, I don't know, like strawberry versus raspberry. Well, strawberries and raspberries aren't even that similar, but it's, I don't know how I'm very bad at describing things, I find, but it's similar, but there's a few key distinctions, which makes things really interesting. But yeah, maps like these especially are so fun to play against him in. Like anything, like any kind of like map where there's like some camping possibilities, like having like camper versus camper face-offs is so much fun. So much fun. Morgoth would have a heyday in maps like this. He loves doing blind shots, blind shots, blind shots, blind shots. Like playing Morgoth in Lambda is annoying. But with Morgoth, it's like usually the problem is with me and Morgoth, we can never do proper 1v1s because Morgoth is a EU player and I'm an NA player. Like if he tries playing in the North America servers, then he gets crazy lag spikes. And if I try playing in the EU server, it's the same thing. It's less lag spikes and it's more like the entire game is slower. So like we cannot actually do a fair 1v1 against each other because one of us will always be at a disadvantage. Usually though, I've played lots of 1v1s with Morgoth, and what ends up being the case is I always win, or pretty much always win, in North America servers, and he always wins, or pretty much always wins, in European servers. And, you know, and so we can obviously deduce that's because of the lag or latency or whatever you call it. So it's like we know we're kind of in the same range, but like you cannot really know more than that because we can't do actual 1v1s because of the server difference. Which, you know, it's too bad we can't, but who cares? At the end of the day, like, we're all just playing for fun. Who cares who's better than who or who beats who in 1v1s? But yeah, people, they get too obsessed over that. My commentary was hardly even related to the gameplay in this. I'm sorry. I'm bad at commentary videos. This commentary is supposed to be like when people do commentary videos over gameplay, it's supposed to be they're commenting on the gameplay, not just rambling over the gameplay. I'm sorry, I'm not good at commentary videos. That's why usually I try and keep them nice and short. But when they're long like this, you'll see my rambly nature, I guess. But Thank you guys for watching in any case. This, like I said earlier, was a super fun 1v1. I had lots of fun playing with iCamp, and I hope you had fun watching us play. Okay, see you guys later, and sorry the commentary was so unrelated.